Hey, welcome. All my right thinkers, thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Farm. Thinking right out here in the lab in the wee hours in the morning, like I like to do when I do what I do for you. Got a nice one for you today. This is for all those who feel underappreciated. Let's rock. Right, isn't it? 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give you real life situations. You tune in to receiving. I appreciate you. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you are a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows that they know, know not that they know, is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my God be true. Right thinkers, this is what pre-funk philosophy says. If being your best self is not good enough, then you're with the wrong person. You're with the wrong one. If the one you giving your best effort to ain't appreciating you, ain't respecting you, you with the wrong one. I'm not a marriage counselor or therapist, none of that nonsense. I'm just making a point of fact. What your personal situation is, I don't know, don't care. I'm just making a point about everybody's personal situation. You ain't no different. So if I'm giving you my best effort, 100%, and that's not good enough for you, one finger salute. And I say that in all respect and earnest. Why? That's just a fact. If what I'm giving ain't good enough, leave that there. I'm a cheerful giver. I give only because I care. If I don't care, I'm not giving a damn thing. Nothing. Period. End of discussion. And if you know me, you understand that about me. I don't say it. I mean that. And I'm going to show you. Simple as that. If I don't care, you got nothing from me. Period. If I care, you get everything from me. Okay? Call me a sucker. But that's just how I operate. But my best is when you're in need. We take wedding vows. Yeah, I promise to be there, all that stuff. But when your mate is in that situation, that's when you're supposed to step up. I'm at my best when I got to step up. That's the difference. And if that's what you got married for, that's what you should be prepared to do. Well, I ain't know I signed on for this. I ain't trying. No, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. And if you got married and that ain't the way you're looking at it, you got married for the wrong reasons. And you're going to be with the wrong person. Why? Because my best is when that's when I'm at my best, when I'm doing what needs to be done for my other half. If you ain't prepared to do that, you shouldn't have got married. Moving on. I know a whole bunch of people. How me. No, dog. No. Marriage in a relationship means you got to sacrifice. Who? Me? That ego got to be put aside, and you got to do what's right. A lot of men and women ain't really on board. That's why the marriages end 50% divorce. Why? If y'all both ain't on the same page, it ain't gonna work. Simple as that. Is a whole bunch of variations, but that's the bottom line. That's a fact. Moving on again. And when one is given and the other is not, it won't work. Both giving makes it work. Opposites come together to make it whole. That's always been the way. So if you with somebody and they ain't working, you might want to check you. And if you do what you're supposed to do, it might be them. Simple as that. It ain't always you. Told my nephew that he asked the situation. I said, my man, when you doing everything you supposed to do, you ain't the problem. Simple as that. I don't give a damn. If there's a problem, somebody got to be the problem. And if you the one, there's two of y'all, and you ain't the problem, come on now. Stop with the, no, wait, why like a duck? Well, like, that's a duck. And if you're doing everything you're supposed to do, and it ain't working, you the problem? Come on now. So understand that. I'm not a therapist or a counselor, so I'm not getting involved in nobody's relationship to that degree. I'm just making a point about the point. My loyalty keeps me doing the right thing. If I wasn't loyal, that's my defense. My hope. I'm loyal. Why? If I'm with you, I'm with you. Even when you're wrong. I rode as long as I could. I said, my man, I can't take what? My loyalty, like my cable told me, only gonna go so far. When it starts to choke me and get uncomfortable, I got to cut you loose. And that's just a fact of life. It ain't personal. It gets personal when you make it, but it ain't personal. I treat everybody the same way. Understand that? So I don't pick and choose. We call it splitting hairs. I don't split hairs. I call it the way it is and let it be. Moving on. I got no problem with that. If you do, that ain't gonna do it me. Okay? But my loyalty keeps me doing what? The right thing. For what? For the right reasons. If I'm loyal to you, it's a reason why I'm loyal. If I made a bad decision, okay, I have to live with that one. But if my loyalty keeps me doing what's right, meaning I'm with you to the end. If your best effort is not good enough for them, they are not good enough for you. And a lot of people, man, no, that's just a fact. And a lot of times we don't want to deal with facts. We want to deal with our emotions, with our opinions. No, facts should be just that. Let the facts play itself out. Is it good or is it bad? Is it right or is it wrong? It's just simple as that. And you go for what you know. If you don't know now, you got to 50-50. It's a crapshoot. 50-50. Why? You could be wrong. And most times we do something that we don't know what we're doing. We don't get it right. Every now and then you get lucky. A blind squirrel find a nut every now and then. But that's not what you want to rely on. That's not a perfect proven philosophy or a formula that you should use to get you where you want to go in life. It don't work. But if what you bring to the table in any relationship, in any situation, if what you bring to the table is not appreciated, get up from that table. That's the best I can tell you. No, pack your stuff. No, it ain't good enough. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's good enough for me. If it ain't good enough for you, I can live with that or without that. Simple as that. And I'm going to get to the next part, which is going to be fun for me. I went through 2 marriages that I gave my best and I got their worst. Made a mistake. Okay, I'll be the first to admit, I made a mistake. Why? The person they turned out to be wasn't the person I thought they was when we started out. So, again, recognize the mistake. I filed for divorce both times. Okay, why? I'm not putting up with this. Simple as that. I can make that decision. Men, all that, man, no, pull the trigger. Okay, remember, I'm a shooter. I keep my gun loaded. I'll pull the trigger in a heartbeat and don't care who the hell I shoot with the truth. Okay, even you. All right, I don't do one-way relationships. If I'm the only one putting out and giving, that we ain't doing that. Or I'm not doing that with nobody. I serve him and I get something in return. So I'm not going to serve you and get nothing. You got to be crazy. I'm not. And I'm not doing that. Simple as that. Of those who do, I ain't going to do with y'all. Okay? But if I'm giving and I'm not receiving, I'm not going to be given. Jesus Christ. That ain't hard to understand. To me, it's a simple fact. If I'm putting out and ain't getting nothing back, why am I putting out? Simple fact. Friendships. If I'm the one always reaching out, man, I ain't doing that. See? So it works both ways. All you got to do is put your position and stand on yours. That's it. I'm not budging. I could care less. Moving on. Okay. What makes anything work relationship-wise is when both people are giving what? Their best effort. That's just doing what's right by your other half. That's what makes the damn thing work. You gotta start out that way when it's all fun and games. Yeah, now it's getting serious. Uh-oh. Scooby-Doo. Uh-oh. Yeah, now you start to think, you start to wonder. That's becoming selfish. Are you willing to sacrifice for the good of the relationship that you're trying to have, it won't work no other way. If you're not going to sacrifice, she's not going to sacrifice, it ain't going to work. Simple fact. Sacrifice is necessary. That's why all the rituals, y'all have what? Sacrifice. It don't always have to be literal, but there's something that has to be given up. This body can't go to the next level. It got to stay here. But while you're here, you better make the best of it and do what you can. Why? Because when it's over, if you don't get to what you need in here, you won't go there. You stay back here again. You just won't remember. That makes sense now. I get the concept. You remember thyself. Why? We come here to break our memory wash. Okay, we get a clean slate, we get a fresh conscience, and we get the same old spirit. So that's the name of this game. But if in life, and this is the game I'm playing, real game, real life, if I'm giving you my best, and that's what I do. Okay, don't make a difference who you are. I'm giving my best, and I do, and you're not putting the work in to give me mine, I'm not going to be with you long. I can tell you that right. I can tell you, no, I don't operate like that. It's simple as that. If I give you my best and it's not good enough, okay, bye-bye. I ain't got a problem with that. I'm not going to extend myself to please nobody. Understand that. If what I'm giving you ain't good enough, no problem. Kiss the fat man goodbye. I only have what God gave me. And if that's not good enough for you, single finger salute. Bye-bye. Yeah, I'm I'm a simple dude. I'm not that complicated. Okay, I make it real simple and easy. If it ain't working, bye. Moving on. But when your best is not being respected, recognized, then you need to stop doing what you're doing. Why? To show them. And you see the difference? You see the difference? Again, relationships should be focused on what? Giving what? The best effort to make it work. You go job, you do a half-ass job. You do just enough to get by. Some people do, but no, you're supposed to give your best effort. And if your job is what you like to do, that's what you're going to do. You got a job that you don't like, oh, you ain't giving them jack. You're just giving them time. They may get effort, but that's about the end. But if I'm giving you my best and I'm not getting your best in return, Scooby-Doo, roll, yeah. Call Houston, why? We got a problem. We got a problem. If I'm giving my best and you're not, that's not going to work for me. Simple as that. So, moving on. And that's what I'll do. If what I'm doing, I'm being blessed by God on a day-to-day basis, what is your problem? If what I'm doing good enough to be recognized by God to be blessed, and I'm doing it for you, and you giving me the blues, yeah, start waving. Why? You can count the days. I'm out. Simple as that. And I'll be the first to tell you. I ain't got to tell. No, I'm gonna tell you. No, I ain't got to do with nobody else. And again, I tell you, when I'm done, your decision ain't in the equation. I'm telling you that. Okay, but and what I'm doing is being blessed by God. What's your damn problem with it? Okay, again, not mine. I do give 100% effort, aka that's my best, because for doing that, that's why I'm blessed. I'm doing what's right. I'm giving my best. God recognized that. And if the person you give it to don't, that's the human part of them that falls short. Okay. But as long as you're doing right in God's eyes, that's what you continue to do. I witnessed it from my dude and I practice it, learn it from him, and it works. Simple as that. Moving on. If my best is good enough to be blessed, that's all that matters to me. Your opinions, no. And if he's blessing my actions, that's what I'm going to do. Okay? Even if it's to you. Don't care. I serve the God of my understanding. Again, I know God. I know my God. Now, I don't know about yours, what you know, but I know God. And you all should know who you are. That's knowing God. And I'm blessed daily for doing so. I live according to my spiritual disciplines. I conduct and control myself in a manner in which God is pleased. So he blesses me. That ain't hard. Some people may, but no, I'm just breaking it down, make it real simple for you. You can do it on your terms. He don't have a problem with that. As long as he pleased with your actions, you go. I ask anyone who claim to know God, to be God conscious, are you blessed daily? I don't want to debate. It's either yes or no. That's a simple question. And when you answer it, you got to answer it from here. That's all I'm telling you. It ain't up to me. I ain't trying to put you on the spot. No, I'm just asking a simple question. I'm blessed daily. I say that because in earnest, why? That's how I live. And I'm earning those blessings for that purpose. So, how you living? If you live right, you should be blessed every day too. I know people who are. Know a lot who ain't. Moving on. But if my best effort is being blessed daily by God, but I get nothing but stress and the blues from the person I'm with, that's not gonna last long. I can tell you that. I'm telling you, I ain't got no problem with that. Why? I'm rolling with God. If I gotta make a decision between you or God, don't put yourself in that predicament. You're gonna lose every time. I want you to know that. Don't do that. Why? You ain't gonna win that competition. God number one with me. Well, don't give a damn. God first. Okay, moving on. And where we at? That's why I say what I love. What I love, right? Because I live right. I live right because I'm blessed every day for living that way. That's why I do it. I've been on this this trail for a while now. And the reason why I'm still on it is the reason why I'm telling you I'm being blessed for how I live. I don't give a damn how many views I get. I do what I do for those who appreciate it what I do. And the one person who do is him. So I'm good with that. And he don't show up on the views. All right. But again, I have purpose and reason for what I do. I'm just trying to tell you how you can put purpose and meaning and get the same thing for yourself. That's it. That's all I got. Moving on. Let me wrap this up again. I keep telling you, it's not gonna change. My dude said, I've been watching you for 5 years. You still say the same thing. Why? That's all I got. That's it. You got one trick ponies? I'm a one trick pony. I'm a teach, right thing philosophy. I'm a cram it down your throat. Yeah, I'm one trick pony. Okay, moving on. But you know my trick. I'm telling you what before I start. And again, I have a friend, best friend, who does the same thing. What? Give God his best effort when daily. And guess what? He's blessed also. We talk every day. You know why? We be in the prayer. We go into prayer every morning. This been going on for 10 years. This ain't something you just do every now and then. If you're going to do something, I'm a routine dude. I'm like you can set the clock by me. Why? That's what I do. Okay. I gotta get up out of here. It's about my time. They know at 5:30, I'm in the gym. Okay, moving on. That's just what I do. I'm doing this before I go to the gym. Okay, it's what? It's 5:15 right now. So again, the wee hours for me are between 4 and 6. I love them hours. Why? Everything is quiet. You can't hear nothing right now. The cars going by. So yeah, I'm good. That's why I like this hour. They call it the witching hour. Everybody got something they call it. But if you're doing it, you can call it whatever you want. I call it my time to do what I do for you. All right, let me wrap this up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. This is getting more funner. My president, this is getting gooder. All right. Again, in life, when your best is blessed, but your mate is giving you stress, don't sweat that. No, don't sweat the small stuff. Why? That's their personal problem. That's their issue, not yours. I told my nephew, if you doing everything you're supposed to do, you can't really control that. We all got one. But only thing I can control is me. I do a good job at that. I ain't trying to control nobody else. I'm trying to teach and enlighten you, but controlling you, that ain't my job. Moving on. And when you are blessed from God and you're stressed from your mate, keep doing what you're doing to get your blessings from God. Your mate, you're going to either fall in or get rid of him. Simple as that. There ain't no other options. There ain't no third option. You got two options. That's it. That's all you need. God. I see children. When I was coming out, we had chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, ice cream. I see kids going to the ice cream parlor now. There's 30, 40, 50 flavors of all kind of stuff. The kid can't figure out a damn thing. That's too many options. My man Kendrick, Too many options, and sometimes that's not a good thing. Narrow the options down. Let them make a decision based on what's best for them. Pick one that works for you. That's what I'm saying. In life, it's all the same thing. All right. But again, from being a spiritual philosopher, I talk God all the time. Simple as that. All the time. Not, but all the time. God is present in my conversation. He's present in what I do. Why? That's just how I am. That don't make me religious. Spiritual. That's God is spirit. I bring it to voice. Spiritual philosopher. I talk God. If you're not blessed, and understand this, by the God of your choice daily, that means either you choose the wrong God or you ain't doing a good job. Again, it ain't a bunch of options. It's either is or it ain't. You either right or you're wrong. Taking it home. My relationship with my God is stronger than any relationship I have with anybody else in this physical life. Mother, wife, husband, don't make a difference. Sister, but no. God first. God first. But no, God first. I don't give a good crap of what you think, how you feel. If I say that, that's what I mean. I don't give a damn what you think and feel about what I say. If you listen, you hear. That's all you got to do. When I'm listening to people, I ain't trying to change your opinion. I ain't trying to tell you. I'm just listening and I'm understanding. That's your option. That's your viewpoint. And I respectfully understand that. I want the same in return. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Moving on, taking it home. As long as I'm being blessed by the God of my understanding, I'll deal with the stress from anybody. Why? That don't move me. Again, that's self-mastery, meaning ignorant people won't stress you out. Wife, husband, don't make a difference. If you're doing right by God, that's not going to stress you out. Why? That's human. Don't move me. Okay, that don't move the needle with me. I'm a spiritual dude. All this ignorant human stuff, I'm not big on it. But again, my point is, if you giving your best effort and God recognize it and she don't or he don't worry about that. You keep serving God. I do. That's my lesson. That's my message. Hope you enjoyed it. Right thinking I got to go. In closing, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I've never known my right thinkers who now understand being their best self is not good enough. Then they went the wrong one and passed away. I'll be right back. Time to go.